Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Bro Talk. I am your host, Kareem. We also got my brother, Bilal, Isaac, and Mark G in the building. We thank you all so much for joining us. I know it's a snowy Monday. Well, it was a snowy Monday. Some of us stayed home, some of us had to go to work. But today we have a real good show just talking about what it means to have a snow day. And one thing I think that all four of us can agree to is that it's not like it's snowing. We like, yay, let's go out and play with the snow. We thinking like, dang, man, I got to shovel the snow. I got to do this and all that. So we're going to talk about that because snow days ain't like what it used to be. But as we do for every show, if you're just joining us, we love to hear from you in the comments. If you want to ask a question, ask your question. We'd be happy to answer it. So as we do every show, where we talk about brotherhood, manhood, fatherhood, and everything in between, we always do a check-in. Brothers, how y'all doing today?
Man, we good, man. Besides the snow, it was a good weekend. My mom's birthday was yesterday. My nephews
Happy
and
birthday.
cousins. Yeah, man. My mom, she's 1 year from another decade, man. I ain't gonna say which one, because she might not mind, but I know my sisters will be like, "Don't be playing my," yeah. Happy birthday, mom. Happy birthday, nephew, Lil Wallace.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday to matter of fact to my nephew Vision. He's in one of our youth programs down at the city. Um, like my cousin, we grew up like brother and sister Kelly, so it's like our January dominates birthdays in my family. So yeah, yes sir, and yes, Jamaican King, rude boy.
The
So
rude
yeah,
boy.
we January, we got a ton of January birthdays, man. We celebrating and yeah, so just celebrated all weekend.
Hey, what did Biggie say? Birthdays were the worst days, but we drink champagne like we thirsty.
Yeah, I ain't get to that part yet. You know what I mean? I ain't get to, so what are these days?
Hey, hey,
I got some water with some cucumbers and lemon, man.
There you go.
hey, I was sipping on some
Refreshing.
pineapple. I was sipping on some pineapple juice in the motherland, man. I'm trying to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
Word. Bro, how'd you doing, bro?
Man, listen, man. Maryland, man, is shut down. You know,
What?
everything
Over
shut
two
down.
inches?
Huh?
Over 2 inches?
Bro, they even got 1 inch. They shut down here.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? DC is worse. They can't drive in DC.
Yeah.
Maryland, they can't hardly drive down here too, bro. So they don't know how to clean the road. They don't. We need somebody from the Rock to come down here, man, and teach them how to clean these roads and clean up, man. They don't know how to do
Man,
that.
I think you actually need somebody from Toronto to come do it, man. Because I'm being serious. I was watching some of the technology they got up there. Obviously, they got the plows that like shoot the snow right in the truck, so they're getting it right out of
Oh,
there.
I saw that. Yeah.
But they also have like the plows that are great for those of us that are at least getting outside with that shovel, man. Because when they go by and they push the snow up against
Yes.
people's driveways, they also have
Uh-huh.
this other lever that comes down and clears that right
Clear
out.
that
You know
out.
what I mean?
Oh man.
So yeah, Toronto's got it, man. If the folks
Hey,
in New York are listening to this, man, take
I
heed.
was gonna say something, but I ain't even gonna say it, man. I'll just say it like my grandmother would say it. Some stuff is too much like right. You know what I mean? And right now, we know it's a lot of things that's not right.
That's a
So
wise woman, my brother. That's a wise woman right there. Yeah.
yeah, man, but
Yeah.
everything's good, man.
What's good with you?
Yeah, same here. Doing all right. So I had the snow day, so I was actually working from home today, and that's a lot of times easier said than done. Especially when you got the kids here with you. So, just figuring out that balance and kind of navigating that. And right now, I got a sick kid, or so just kind of keep an eye on him and make sure that he's all right. But all in all, I'm doing well, man. I'm blessed. Glad to be here with you brothers tonight.
No doubt.
So, Kareem, how you doing, Kareem?
Yo, actually, I got sick on Thursday, man. So I've been battling this cold. It's gotten better. Today I'm doing a whole lot better. I had to natural remedy it though because I can't really take a whole lot of medications due to my, procedure situation or whatnot. And they was like, I called the on-call nurse was like, hey, what should I take? He was like, well, you can take this, but you better off just not taking nothing. Just try to like sweat it out or something like that. I was like, all right,
Hmm.
bet. So that's what it is. That's
What
kind of
about
what
your
happened.
What
Hmm?
about the teas that you need to drink? Could you drink certain teas or
I
certain
got
teas you can't drink?
yeah, I can't drink turmeric. A little bit of ginger is okay, but
Okay.
there's like a tea I could drink. I don't know if I have it, but there's like a certain type of tea I could drink. I just can't have nothing with too much vitamin K in it.
Okay. So mint. So you said ginger is good.
Yeah,
So you want to get the
yeah,
fresh. You want to get the fresh ginger, bro,
the fresh one. Okay.
and blend that up and boil
Oh,
it.
okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Just
And
blend
just
it up
drink it like
first
that.
and boil it and then
Mm,
drink it. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Yeah, that tea bag ginger tea bag stuff, it never works.
Oh, okay.
Some nonsense. So don't
I gotta
waste your
get some
money
real
and buy
stuff.
that. Get some ginger root. You know what I'm saying? I say get the organic ginger.
Okay.
The organic ginger is more gingery. Wash it and just blend it. Just wash it and blend it.
Mm.
If you was here right now, you know what I'm saying? I could have gave you, you know what I'm saying? I got ginger, man. It's straight from the motherland. I don't know if you can
Oh,
see
okay.
these.
Oh, that's that. That's the
You know,
real unadulterated,
yes. It's the one that
untoxic.
you only need one. You just need one little piece.
Yeah. No, not
That's
Yeah.
that
processed
rare earth ginger.
rare
That's the
Yes.
earth.
stuff.
Yes.
That's the stuff.
Yes. You know what I'm
47's
saying?
after right
That's the
there.
one you taste a little piece, man. Your mouth is hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying?
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
have to
that's a mascara.
yeah, so it's crazy just having a new lifestyle. I just gotta go by things a little bit different. You know what I mean? So that's just where I'm at now.
And fever grass too, bro. Fever grass is also good.
I never heard of
You know,
that before.
fever grass.
Mm,
Man, if you was close, man, I got it all here, bro.
I
I got
never
all the
heard of it.
bush.
Okay.
Fever grass is yeah. Fever grass. It smells so good when you boil it. It
Yeah.
smells so good, bro. And it's a good. You can mix it with the ginger. You
Uh-huh.
can mix it with whatever. But it's a tea. It take out the inflammation out your body, and you know what I'm
That's
saying.
what I
Lets
need.
you. You know
Yep.
what I'm saying.
That's what I need right
And
there.
you need to wear long sleeve stuff inside your house, bro. And like
Okay.
she said, you know, you got to sweat it out. That's the best
Yeah.
way to do it. Is to sweat it out. It's gonna be uncomfortable. You got to sweat it out, though, bro.
Okay. Well, and that's what I gotta do. So
Yeah.
the phlegm is crazy. Well, I don't want to talk about all that on here,
Yeah.
but
Thanks, man. Thanks.
I gotta
Appreciate
get myself together.
Listen,
That's all I
Isaac,
gotta
you read my mind.
say. But we want to talk about what we gonna talk about today. And yo, when this snow day came, I was like, man, I ain't gotta go to work. Like they shut down the university, which they never do. Even Brockport shut down, and I was
Oh
shocked.
man, I don't want to hear that, man. Rockport shut down for this.
Rockport shut down today, bro. They said class is gonna be all online. Don't come in.
I felt
Nothing.
disrespected, man.
And then where I work, they just said we just closed the period. And a few people outside the department had emailed me. I looked at email, was like, yo, I'm not answering that till tomorrow, bro. University's closed, man. And it wasn't urgent. So I was like, all right, I'll catch you on the flip side. But so one of the things that we said we're going to talk about today, and if you're watching us, thank you for watching us. If you're watching us on YouTube, please like and subscribe so that you can make sure you can get all the episodes that come through from here on out. And you can catch the past episodes too. If you're on Facebook Live, make sure you like and share. We want to get this out to as many people as possible. So talk to me about navigating snow days as a working man and a provider.
It's a juggling act at some points, man. So, you know, in our household, Ezra, she usually goes to work a little bit earlier than me, so she's there at like 6 o'clock. She's got to be at work at 6 o'clock. So And I'm speaking more so from the provider perspective or the husband perspective here, is that um, yeah, it's my job to make sure that all the snow is gone and out of the way, so she can get on out of here. And everybody that knows me knows that I'm not a morning person, man. So, the struggle just to get up and make sure that the car is brushed off, the driveway is shoveled, and all that as well too. Kind of kicks off the day. First and foremost in a light that I don't like to be in because there ain't much light out at that time of day. But after that, it's really just kind of figure out, what's next for the kids and making sure they're good, but also, kind of, figuring out like, what the workday is going to look like now, because, I know when people get the option to work from home, you don't work from home like you work at work, you know?
Yo, you gonna put us all on blast. Now we're gonna have to go back
Yeah,
to work 5 days a
I
week.
mean, it's the reality. Like we all know that in these four squares, and everybody outside these four squares know that. Like you're not gonna
Yeah.
be as productive as you are because there's just too many distractions and too many comforts, of home. So,
I'll be
I think
honest.
just trying to figure that out and navigate that aspect of it is a little bit tough
I'm
too.
more productive at home. Like it's, I feel like I have less distractions.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I got four kids, so. So, yeah.
Well,
touche.
that take care of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, like so we funny enough, so we've had one PS5 for the boys for a while. We got him a second PS5 because it makes life easier. um,
Yeah.
so we got a second PS5 for Christmas. Um, and yeah, and we also, so for this Christmas, I believe my mother-in-law got the boys. She got it's a card game. I ain't gonna say it's based off of a board game,
Oh, because
but
they're not paying us.
they ain't paying us. So you know what I mean. Well, you know what? We might have to rethink that position after homegirl made 2 million on that on that TikTok video that went viral. She got a Super Bowl commercial coming on. Yeah, it was
Oh.
Dr. Pepper. You know what I mean? Again,
Oh, then maybe we got to
I
be a
don't like
little more
saying it.
generous then, huh?
So she was just laying down singing like Dr. Pepper is so good or something like that. It went viral. She's made like 2 million off of it. I
Ain't
mean,
that how Tyrese got a big break? Wasn't he singing Coca Cola or something like that?
Yeah,
perhaps that might be how he ended up landing the commercial. But the
Uh,
brother could, that brother could sing. He was gonna be famous one way or another.
yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
so but yeah, in any event, um, ended up we broke out one of the card games, and that game will have you in a chokehold, like they'll play that for hours, like you know what I mean. So they don't bother me. I'm able to just chunk out work.
Yeah, man. Well, I got an addict, so I just come up here and work. But if the kids are here, I go in the attic. I do some work. If they're not here, I'll either stay in the attic or I'll go downstairs in the living room. But honestly, when I'm working
So
from
either way,
home,
you sounds like you an addict.
yeah, I'm in the attic. But a lot of times
Either
when
way,
I'm working at home, I would actually like to go to the coffee shop and work because I felt just more productive there. Because if I'm at home and I got access to a TV, let's just say, I'll be working and watching, and I need to concentrate. So I just try to remove myself from being at home so that I can
okay,
focus on work.
kind of like
Yeah, that's legit. I mean, like that's what I'm talking about. It's the comforts, right? It's those things that like even at work, there I got things that try to kind of um that I try to get my mind off of just the one thing that I'm doing. I'm the type of person where I got to be stimulated, in multiple aspects, or I get board, you know,
You
for lack of a
you
better
know you
term,
know
right?
you know
So
what they call that?
nah.
A D
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
H.
I mean, yeah, yeah, that's real. That's real. So what I'll do is I'll have some music playing, or you know, I have to get up and like take a quick walk or something like that, just to kind of kind of switch up the day. So I just know while I'm at home, right? There's this thing called a couch that
Uh-huh.
is super comfortable, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Like there's the
Preach.
TV, there's the stove where I can actually go and cook a real lunch, you know what I mean, and not have to go and pay for something, or try to make something up real quick like a Pop Tart and a bagel for lunch, you know what
Oh,
I mean? So that's what I'm
you don't
talking
eat
about
those
with
things
kind
together,
of
do you?
those distractions. Yeah, I mean sometimes it's
Oh,
like that, bro.
man.
It's rough, you know what I mean? It's rough. But yeah, so it's just navigating all of those things as well too.
Uh,
While you're home. So
yeah. Well, I'll be honest. I mean, I got out there a little bit, but just because I'm still in recovery, I don't necessarily try to do too much with the shoveling part. But my son,
yeah,
though, who's 10 years old, and he got muscles now, he go out there, he shovel.
yeah, make them flex them joints, man. Like my son is not 10 years old yet, so the first time I went out to shovel, he was telling I asked him, to help me shovel. He's like, yeah, yeah, I got you, Dad. So I'm coming out. So I know he was not really telling the truth. So so what I did is I just went out there. But Ezra helped him get his coat on and his hat on, and he came out and he got the brush off the car, and he took care of that for me. And I was like, all right, Eli, man, he was like, I was like, how you doing? You all right? He was like, I'm starting to get my hands starting to get a little cold. This is about 6.5 minutes into it. So I'm like, all right, all right. So if your hands get too cold, go inside because you don't want frostbite or everything like that. So, I had obviously can't reach on the top of the van. So I took it out from him and I started, brushing off the top of the van. And he's like, can I shovel? I was like, yeah, go ahead, knock that out. So I brushed off both of the cars, and he might have threw two little things of snow by the time I got back, to the shovel. And at that point, his hands were freezing, man. It was time for him to go ahead and, book it back inside. So, but, I definitely got to say that I appreciate the fact that he was out there, that he came out there, that he saw, what it entailed, what it was about. Because in 2 years, yeah, that's you, bro. That's you.
Well,
Because the
you know
way
why
my
he went
back
out there?
feels,
He went out there because you were out there.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Like that's just, but that's what it is, though. Having a son, man. Bro, I'm sure your son. I know he like pizza, like my son do. But I'm sure if he been watching you cooking, I'm sure he want to do something. And by love with lifting weights, what I'm saying. I'm sure your kids want to do that as well, man. Our sons, man, they just want to be like us. I mean, even if they do it for 6.5, 7 minutes or whatever arbitrary time, they just want to be like us.
Well, my son tomorrow, he's gonna clean off that truck out there. You know what I'm saying? He's 8. So y'all can
He's waiting
call
for him.
y'all people that's watching and looking, oh, he's 8, da da da. You gonna clean that truck tomorrow. You gonna clean it off. That's what gotta get him to school. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Hey, he not trying to walk to school. You know what I'm saying? And he living a good life this last couple days. His school is closed tomorrow, so
Oh,
but we
okay.
get But he talking about
Yeah, same here.
he wants some cookies from 7-Eleven. So he wants some cookies. He's gonna earn that tomorrow. So you know what I'm saying? So we're about to clean the truck off, man, and drive to 7-Eleven. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way we're gonna get to 7-Eleven. So hey, it's either you're not gonna do it, then we stay our butt home. You know what I'm saying? Or come on, dude. You're in your sleep right now, man. What you doing over there? Dude. I ain't gonna tell you what this dude doing in his sleep, man. Fart. These dudes over there letting them go, man. These dudes,
Oh
man.
man, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yo, but so let me ask y'all this: like, so
Okay.
are snow days the same as they were when we was coming up? Because I don't remember getting like these back-to-back snow days. City school district is closed again tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
There's no forecasted real snow coming tomorrow, right? But it's gonna be a little chilly. And my assumptions are the reasons are that it's going to be closed is because
Roof
it's going
face
to be a
says it
little
all.
chilly, right? And then that the sidewalks might not be plowed. I don't
Roof
know, but
face
they
says
had
it
closed.
all.
They had closed the
Ain't
rest of this
nothing in
week.
Rochester closed. I've been in Rock.
Yo,
I've been in Rochester almost 20 years. When I was in the Rock, man, bro, nothing closed. When I hear that Brockport closed for the first time, like I think around 4 years ago, I was upset. I was upset, bro. And then you gonna tell me Brockport was closed today? I'm like, I'm upset about that because
yeah,
there was times when they supposed to close when I was there, and these, you know what I'm saying, not closed.
You know what this reminds me of? There's a
I'm
commercial.
hating. Yes, I'm hating. I'm a
Yeah,
hater.
it's
Yeah.
well, it says we can't stop you from becoming your parents.
oh yes, that's a
Right?
good commercial.
Listen, and that's
Oh,
exactly how I've caught myself. I'm like, you know what? And then I try to look at it from a different lens, right? Just we didn't like the fact that we had to go to school during these days.
Water, please.
We just that was what it was when we were in school back.
oh,
Way
and
back
don't
when.
forget, we got the alert when the morning of.
Man, you was up. Now think about this. You couldn't get up for school on time for a regular day ever. But when you knew it, there was a slight chance you might get a snow day, you was up 5 a.m. watching that
Heck yeah, we
watching
was up.
that news and watching that thing. Never watched the news any other time, any other day. But you
Watching
watch
that ticker. Yep.
scroll across the
Yeah.
TV. And
But
boy,
but that's the other thing too, Beto. Like
Let's do it up.
we didn't
Yeah.
find out that we had school until 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? They
Yeah.
didn't tell us a day, 2 days in advance, right?
Nah.
We had that anticipation. Like,
You have to wait.
Is it not coming? I don't know, but I got to go to bed. I got to go get ready.
I appreciate the advance notice because it's just you can
As
plan,
a parent, yeah.
yeah, I'm like you can just plan your day a whole lot easier, a whole lot better, rather than having to wait and figure out what the day is gonna be and whatnot. So yeah, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? And again, I try to be understanding that times are different. You know what I mean? Now particularly for the RCSD, yeah, I wouldn't want my today would have been if school wasn't canceled because I'm definitely not my parents. Like my mom and them, they was gonna send us to school.
Yeah.
Like they was school's open, you ain't missing.
Yeah. Well, that's what I told my kids today because the city school district is closed, but urban suburban they out in Penfield, and school's open. So I was like,
Right. Yeah, same.
yeah, I gotta drive y'all. So they was like, oh,
Same.
Yeah,
yeah,
because
I was like,
there's no bus when
Yeah.
when the city schools have school. But man, I would just keep my kids home.
I'm debating that right now, man.
Yeah,
Just
because
logistically, it's gonna be tough because one, I gotta drop them off, but the second part is got to pick them up. You know what I mean? And we got kids at 2 different schools right now. They get out at 2 different times.
man,
You know what I mean?
and
And
this
as
is
is working until
the
3. And
distance to those schools, brother.
it's not close from downtown. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it ain't close to nowhere, but
Guess
out
what?
there,
Guess what?
it's only close out there.
I'm dropping my kids off at school, and I'm gonna pick them up. They're not
Yeah.
staying with me. No,
Yeah,
they gotta go learn.
man, stop it, stop it. They gotta go learn, man. I'm
nah,
not.
you just want to get rid of them, man. Just say it.
Yeah,
Just say
yeah.
it.
No, all right. Let me say what I'm really thinking. The school feed them. The school provide them with somewhere warm to be. It got gym time, and they getting education. Yeah, man, they can go to school, man. They good.
I'll take that version.
And my daughter got practice tomorrow too, so actually she gonna be at school. She gonna get a bus that's gonna take her to the high school for practice. So really, the only person I gotta pick up is KJ. So I'm good.
Yeah, no, that's the situation with one of my kids too. Like she's got theater practice, but there's still two other stops, man. There's still two stops because there's three other kids. So yeah, it's a tough situation right now. I don't know. I'm still debating.
I got one for you, right?
Okay.
So now, now a day like today, when we were in school, man, I would have been in school. My siblings, my friends, we would have been in school tomorrow, like buying out the snack bar. You know what I'm saying? The snack line would have been lit tomorrow. It would have been we'd have been like, yo, man, you get a donut, you get a cookie, everybody gets a cookie. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I
remember them donuts from the morning though? Y'all remember them donuts?
yeah.
Yo, Ava, they still have them. Ava love them joints.
Oh, they
Man.
do. Them donuts are
I don't see
classic.
no
Man.
kids. I don't see no kids like going down the streets looking for no work. Like I'm like, man.
Yeah, I ain't see that at all, bro.
Nah.
I'm
There's
like,
too many snow blowers and stuff out now, man.
either way, like, man,
These kids got competition.
man,
Man, these kids don't want to work, bro.
put that
Yeah,
little
there you go, bro. Say what it is.
Look,
I don't want to work
that's
either.
what it
down
is.
the street, man.
These kids don't want to work. These little 10, 15, 13, 15, 16, 17-year-old, they don't want to
I
work.
sound like my parent right now. They'd rather be online
Yeah.
talking about they're gonna shovel than actually shovel it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we-
yeah,
got-
the adults
we got
are
money.
walking down the street. Yeah, you're right, Toy. They
We
taking
would-
the
we
job.
would've
They
been-
taking competition. Yeah, they're competing.
we would have just been walking down the street with our shovels, and,
Yeah.
and it don't take long. You know what I mean? Like you don't even have to go knock on nobody's door. In this kind of snow,
Yeah.
if somebody
oh, yeah.
see you walking down the street with a shovel, they gonna flag you down. They go, hey, come here, dude, come here.
Hot 20.
Yep.
Yeah.
Listen, man, if it would have been two of them, for my driveway, that's 20 apiece, bro. I give y'all 20 apiece. Knock it out.
Word. I feel
Matter
you.
of fact, man, listen. And knowing my wife, man, she would have fed him and everything. She would have. Y'all want a sandwich? Y'all want
Yeah.
something to drink? Y'all want some hot cocoa? They would have left. They would have left real good. They would have left. I would have took real good care of them.
Yo, next time it snow, man, me and Eli walking down your street then.
Hey, sit him. You know what I mean? Nephew could hang out over here after he done.
So Isaac, for you particularly, because like, so what actually be for you as well. So I know both of y'all supervise folks, like y'all have staff, right? Like, how does that all kind of play into when it comes to like these snow days? Anything you got to do differently? Is it like, is there other type of planning that you all have to do? Because I know you got a plan for your family, but you also got other people too that they answer to you.
Yeah, of course. I mean, there's always certain policies and procedures that people have to be reminded of because, everybody always forgets, on the day of the emergency plans. Oh, so can I do this? Or, if I take the time off, what time can I use? Can I use sick time? Are you sick? Then no, you can't use sick time. So it's just, kind of navigating all those things and, answering questions. But I think in particular working, for the city and being in one of the departments that are most community facing, there's always like those little extra things that we got to kind of take into consideration. So although it's a snow day and school's out, there's still supports that our department has and resources that they have because not all of our staff are considered not essential. Our centers is always something that we have to kind of think about, like, which ones are going to be open, what resources are we going to have there, throughout the day for families that might need that while schools are closed, if they're not getting fed, all of those emergency, procedures kind of go into place and, it's finding and identifying team members that are, kind of willing to support those efforts as well too. So, within my section of the department, we don't necessarily have to deal too much with that aspect of it, but we're always there to support if needed.
So I kind of want to turn the conversation to a whole different subject, only because it just happened recently with the things that have gone on in Minnesota. So I didn't see it what happened, but there's a lot going on in our world, man, and I know a lot of folks are trying to just make sense of what's happening, what's going on. There's a video, and I can't remember. B, you might have sent this video in our chat, or one of y'all. And the video had a guy on there, and he was talking about how basically he was trying to tell black people in general to like show up, when these things are happening. And this was a white male, and then it showed a video of another white male, and the white male was like, "Yeah, um, they show up all the time. I
Yeah,
don't
that was
I
me. I
don't
should.
blame them for just sitting back in a sense where basically like, hey, y'all made this bed, y'all gotta lay in it because we told y'all not to vote for this particular person in this administration, but this is what y'all wanted. So these are the results of what you want, of what you wanted. So just wanted to open up that conversation for everybody. And if you're in the comments, we'd love to hear your thoughts as well, just about everything that's going on. But first, I just want to say it's a tragedy, another tragedy of somebody being murdered by ICE agents. And yeah, it's just I have no words for that. But brothers,
I believe, man, they get the permission to do that, man, on lives, especially when it comes to minority people's lives. Our life doesn't value much. You know what I'm saying? And for me, I look at life like this, man. And I was just telling somebody today, if I live out today, I thank God when I wake up in the morning. I really thank Him to say, man, thank you. And I do my best to live out the next day. One of the reasons I have two kids, bro, and I need to be a father to those two kids. You understand what I'm saying? I really need to be a father. I need to teach them. Although one of them is, she's all the way in West Africa, but I could still do a little teaching. You know what I'm saying? But the problem is that this world that we're living in, man, it's starting to get toxic, very, very, very fast, and our lives doesn't really matter. So my goal when I go out there is to come back in. I try not to argue with people on the streets. I try not to do a lot of little things on the streets. You know what I'm saying? I changed my way. If you don't physically touch me, you won't get choked out or something like that. You won't. I won't have to put these paws on you in the worst way. Because if I put my paws on you, I'm really, really trying to hurt you really bad. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not that. I didn't cut from that cloth. But the world that we live in now, man, everybody have some type of mental issue going on with them. And I don't want to put it on just a mental issue. A lot of these people are racist. Got a lot of racist people living in our society today. And they what they call it, they something in wolf clothing, whatever they have, sheep and wolf clothing, something like that.
yeah,
Is
Wolves
it
in
saying
sheep clothing.
wolf
wolves
and
and
sheep
sheep
clothing or
clothing.
something like
There you
that?
go.
Yeah, that's a lot of them. It's a lot of them over here are pretenders, man. So Kareem, man, we as fathers, we just have to do our best for our families, man, and kind of when we go out on the road, man, we pray for safety. You know what I'm saying? We got to really pray for safety, man, over all the people that you love, man, and hopefully they could go home, go out, and come back in. You know what I'm saying? That's it. I try not to worry about anything, man, because my BP tend to just go high when I start thinking. So all the stuff that happened in Minnesota, I really didn't even know because I haven't watched TV in like a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have I have my phone, but there's only certain things I look on YouTube on my phone. So I heard of what something happened in Minnesota, but I don't really know what. You know what I'm saying? So y'all brothers got the floor, man. I'm just listening and see what's going on, man.
Well, I'll just say real quick. So on January 7th of this year, an ICE agent fatally shot Renee Nicole Good. This person was 37 years old, a U.S. citizen, and the authorities claim that they did what they did out of self-defense. Um, I believe that. If I'm wrong, please correct me on that. And then the other one was on January 24th, which is a couple days ago. Border Patrol agent fatally shot Alex Preddy, who was also 37 years old and from Minneapolis. And it says this was during a federal enforcement operation. They said he was armed, and I guess that was the reason for
So
Yeah,
let's
it.
give context to that, right? Because Minnesota is an open carry state.
Hmm.
He was legally carrying, right?
Yep.
Um, so you know he wasn't in violation of any law, um, being in possession of his legally owned firearm. He wasn't brandishing it. So again, my issue is the narratives that are spun. You know what I mean? To you know
Of course.
project, yeah, you know what I mean, to
Mm-hmm.
project that there is some
Mm-hmm.
culpability in the person who is unalived in these incidents. Like they're trying to put the responsibility on the, I mean, and that is always there. I mean, in another Minnesota incident, when you go back to George Floyd, they say it wasn't Derek Chauvin's knee on his neck that caused him to die. It was that he had opiates in his system, or you know what I mean. So the narratives that are spun that take the focus away from the fact that somebody inhumanely handled another human, and put themselves in a position to be judge, jury, and executioner, and that's the issue. Like, you know, I don't want to argue the legalities and all that. The facts are facts. You know what I mean? So, but even with those facts, a person, let's say both instances, or you know what I mean, the person was in the wrong, they still deserve their day in court the way our legal system is supposed to be set up, right? Um, so to use narratives to justify, um, you know, killing these people, it takes it from a legal conversation, um, and makes it, let's and it gets it away from what I feel it should be on, which is the humanity, the morality of it. You know what I mean? If your moral compass is okay with people taking the law to that degree in their own hands because they are a law enforcement agent, then what do we have a system for? Why what do we have a system for if we're going to justify all of these incidences where we see wrong being done?
Yeah, you make a good point. Is that the whole purpose of the justice system, and so that there's checks and balances, right? So you said, what is that term you said? The something, the law, the executioner. What'd you say?
Judge, jury, and executioner. You know what I mean?
Judge, jury, and
Yeah,
executioner.
like
There's a system that separates that, so that it's not the same person that does that. But you got to say that this administration has been empowered, have been empowering people and
yeah,
empowering offices and departments to be just that.
yeah.
And
That's. Oh,
yeah.
go ahead. Finish your
No,
thought.
last thing I was gonna say is, again, people may not want to admit to this, but those who voted for this administration, this is what you got, and you can't say this is what I voted for. I wanted the economy to get better and all this other stuff. Well, you you got all this other stuff happening right now, and you can't just vote for person off of one thing. Do they have a strategy of things? And matter of fact, he already had a strategy. We knew what it
Yeah,
was.
this is part of the strategy,
This is
and
part of the
that's why I would
strategy.
say like this is what they voted for. Like they voted for ignorance because they knew. Well, they're probably ignorant themselves, and they thought they could relate. Like that's the thing. Like people were always saying that like this dude is relatable. Like he believes the same things I believe, and he wants to get rid of immigrants the way I want to get rid of immigrants. And this has always been a plan on how they were going to do it. Like, they're not doing anything different than what was originally planned, what was he originally talking about. There's clips floating around the internet with Kamala Harris saying, just that, like really outlining these are the things that Donald Trump will do. And this is everything that he is doing right now because it was already part of the plan. What's happening in Minnesota right now with the killings of these two individuals, right? The reason that we're talking about these instances right now is because they were white, and that's 100% true, because the reality of the situation is it wasn't just 2 people that died from ICE. It's like 9 people. But the other people that died were Hispanic, or I think Hispanic, or might have been Asian or African American as well too. And what hit the news is a white woman was shot and killed by an ICE officer. And now what's hitting the news is, I believe that he is right. This great man that was a nurse and always caring for other people and taking care of other people, as a white man, was killed by an ICE was executed by an ICE officer, which is 100% true. The video show, the stories are that this man had a gun in his back. He was detained and on the ground. There was no way he could have took this weapon. In fact, the ICE officer took the weapon off of him, and then that's when the other officer shot him at that time. So there was absolutely no way that this man was what they called him initially was a I can't think of the word, but like an agitator, or he was an assassin, I think was the word that they used initially to describe him. That was the words that came out of the White House, that he was an assassin that, was coming. And literally all he was doing was trying to protect this woman with his hands up, from getting pepper sprayed. He was pepper sprayed in his face. They took him down to the ground, and then they killed him. But the only reason that we're really talking about this is because the individuals that voted for this guy, Trump, the individuals that were supporting ICE, are starting to see that this is probably not the best thing for anybody in America right now, because it's not just them. It's not just the immigrants that are dying. It's not just the immigrants that are, getting stopped. They stopped a number of the police chiefs and all that stuff. Got on the news and said they were stopping police officers, Asian police officers, Black police officers, left and right, off when they were off duty, just because of the way they look. So the real true issue is that I'm sorry. The real reason why this is hitting the limelight, which I respect, and I'm happy that it is in the limelight, and I'm happy that the rhetoric is beginning to shift. We're starting to see that a little bit right now, but the reason is because it was 2 white people that passed away.
Yeah, and a lot of times in America, it don't matter until it happened to the majority, or actually, which is only a majority for a short time, because I think by 2030, I think
they're saying 2050.
2050. That's the date I had. 2050. What's the majority now won't be the majority then. It'll actually be, I think, Latinos, Hispanic folks who will be the majority.
Here, well, I don't even want to. That's a whole other show topic, because that's a whole other show.
You got
topic. But that said, I think the problem, the issue is that the 1% will still be the 1%, so they'll still control 99% of the wealth, resources, and land, and that's what we have to look at. How do we change that? Because
I think it's gonna be a wealth transfer, B. I believe it. I think it's gonna be a wealth transfer, man, and people that Yeah, I'll just say that. I think it's gonna be a wealth transfer, bro.
It would be great to see. I'm just not at the point where I'm ready to hold my breath on it because
I got you.
until this, the what we've seen, right, since President Obama last his last term, in the subsequent elections, you've had someone be able to convince poor people that they had more in common with them than they had in common with other poor people, and that the reason they're poor is because the poor people that don't look like them are eating up all of the resources that are
And you
necessary.
and you know who dispelled that myth? We just celebrated him on Monday.
Again, you know,
Last Monday, the 20, you know what I'm saying? He dispelled that myth, man, because he brought us all together.
yeah,
He was
nah.
like, yo, hold on, man.
If he
It's
did,
us
if he
against
brought
them,
us
not
together, if he brought us together, we are further apart than we've been in
yeah.
generations. Because
Been
the reality
bamboozled, yeah.
is, you know, when you see when you see the rhetoric that we're dealing with at the highest level right now, the rhetoric. I mean, and then everyone, you know, even this conversation, somebody would get on and say, "Oh, they're you know, race baiting and all that stuff." And it's not. It's calling a spade a spade. I'm a Beyonce quote that comes to my mind is she said that this country is it's so wrought in racism, right? That when you call out racism, people feel like you're calling out the country. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Because it's so steeped in its, you know what I mean? And that's again, that's just my, you know, my issue. Uh, we say never forget 9/11, and I don't want anybody, you know, don't forget 9/11. I don't feel like we got the full truth on it, but don't forget. We say we don't we say don't forget all this stuff. Don't
Yeah,
forget
don't forget 1496 or 92.
Yeah, we say don't forget Pearl Harbor. You know what I mean? And we say don't forget all of these significant events in American history, right? That were done against America. But then when, you know, then when it comes to the atrocities that have been enacted against black and brown people in this country, we say, oh, slavery ended over 160 years ago. Well, wait,
Long time
hold up.
ago.
Well, wait a
bro,
minute. We
bro.
can't
I want to
we can't say
transition.
never forget this. We can't say never forget this, but then oh, it's been so long ago, and we don't want you know, young people now shouldn't have to feel ashamed because of their ancestors' mistakes or errors, and we should, you know, they're rewriting the textbooks that are being given to students in school. You know, so even when you were talking about, you know, going to school and learning or getting an education, I was like, man, it's going from education to indoctrination in a lot of ways.
B, you said it perfectly, man. I just think the world that we live in today is crazy. Not just this world, bro. I know you guys are not up on the African Cup that just passed. You know what I'm saying? I'm an international dude.
Well, tell us,
Yeah,
man. Acquired
yeah,
minds want to know.
um, Senegal against Morocco in the championship game,
Mm.
and I want you guys to Google that game when y'all get a chance and see what racism looks like in a different country, right? In today's society, right? I want to see how Senegal had to walk off the field just because referee, and it's a black referee too, but how money is power. And they decide that, Morocco is a part of Africa, bro,
Right.
but they are different. Algeria, the same thing. Look at that dude, Speed, ISO Speed.
Yeah.
He's in a quest right now. He's going to all different African countries. He went to Algeria, bro. They throwing banana at this kid,
Whoa.
right?
Wow.
ISO Speed. Check it out. Go Google him.
Yeah,
He's doing
I
this
chose
thing
street.
now.
Yeah, he's a
Look at
streamer.
when he went to
Yeah.
Algeria, bro. This dude have a flawless. This dude just gained, I want to say, between Kenya and Ethiopia, he gained almost 2 million followers or 300 million or some of them followers. He got 300 and something from Ethiopia alone. And then when he went to Kenya, he have like 400 over 400 and something followers. This dude is at 50 million, over 50 million followers right now, right? And that's just Africa. This kid go places and they love this kid,
Yeah, we got to play the global game, bro. I hear what you're
bro.
saying. I hear what you're saying.
We have to, because somebody throw banana at me, B. I'm hey B. You
Scrappy.
know, like he throw banana at somebody. You know what I'm saying? The way they do Senegal, bro. They didn't even send Senegal proper transportation to get to the game. They have to take the
Wow.
train and go. That's a dangerous situation,
I'll
bro.
just yeah, I was about to say yeah.
They have to take the train and get off at a spot where a whole bunch of people is waiting outside. You know what I'm saying? The goalkeeper always have a towel. They're stealing the goalkeeper towel to wipe his hands, bro. They're tackling people on the field.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man. I looked at it, man, and I don't know if I send it to you, B. I don't know. I don't think. I think I might send you guys something on WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying, to take a look at. There's a glimpse of what it is. And the captain of Senegal, he's probably one of the best soccer players in the world right now. Um, Amani Ade or something like that. This dude very humble. He stayed on the field and he called him back on the field like, nah, we ain't going out like this. This is my last one. Come on back. You know what I'm saying? And he set them up for a goal. It was a beautiful shot. You know what I'm saying? But it's to see that it's one of my reasons when I'm traveling to Africa and I'm gonna take two plane. I don't. It's not anywhere that I transfer, bro. It's not any. I'm not going to Morocco, and I'm not transferring Morocco. Yes, it's $300 cheaper. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go to the
Because it's a
safe. I'm gonna
bad
go,
place, or because
bro.
it's
It's
not
bro. They look at. I'm a big black dude,
okay.
right? I love me some me. I'm not going to some places, man, and people just talk down to you, and I'm gonna just say, okay, yes, sir, no, sir. Not gonna do it. Not when I know that I'm in my right and I come here
Yeah.
with nothing but love in my heart. I'm not gonna do it. But I refuse to transfer to get on another flight at someplace else. I refuse to do it. And for years I've been doing that even with my student. You know what I'm saying? When I take student and I'm a transfer because the ticket is much cheaper, I could bring more student when it's that way. I'm a transfer in the UK and Amsterdam. Those are my two transport when I'm with students. Right? Those are the two places. I'm not transferring nowhere else. Right? Now when I'm doing go and I go places that I go to Africa by myself, yeah, I'm gonna be in Ethiopia. You know what I'm saying? At least oh man, I can see a whole bunch of
Yo,
yo,
y'all see that Ethiopian dance?
oh
Yo,
yeah.
that just fire.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
just fire.
Ethiopia, man, it's a beautiful scene. You know what
I
I'm
think
saying?
the
It's a
Do
capital
that
like
again,
that from them.
Kareem.
Huh?
Do it again, so we can learn it.
Yo, that dance is fire, bro.
you know what I'm
Yo,
saying?
they be killing
Yeah.
it.
You have to think about what you're gonna transfer when you do if you don't take a straight flight. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Because you run into these things, man, and I say you don't know with these immigration officers, man, who's a wolf in a sheep clothing or sheep in a wolf clothing, whatever that saying go. You don't know. It just be your day. You're going all happy. You can't wait to go see your peoples, and then you get caught up.
Damn.
And you have an American passport. Oh, they love it. You know what
They
I'm
thinking
saying?
money. Money.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to be
Mhm.
careful, man. I want you to check out this kid speed though. They're throwing banana at this dude. Banana. You know what I'm saying? In Algeria. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? It's amazing, man. But I just wanted to share that part, man. We got to look at some international things that's going on outside of the US because the world, as I said, world. Not just the U.S. World that we live in, bro, is crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy.
Well, man, I think that's a good spot for us to start to land this plane, man. It's been a really good discussion, and I really appreciate you brothers and the perspectives that y'all bring. Oh, hey, Isaac, man, did you know your dad sent the message?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he was
started.
making a comment about the
Oh,
shooting
okay.
victim in Minnesota. Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah,
but yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, like he and that makes it even worse. Like he didn't just have it in his. He literally they took the gun out of his holster. So
yeah.
and shot him and executed him. So
Crazy.
yeah,
Wow.
I just hope, and I'm in the conversation like that um, it sounded like from this last press conference that happened today that Trump has had to kind of change his tune on the rhetoric that they're spewing out of the White House. It looks like they're trying to kind of plant that initial hasty response on Steve Miller, who is also a POS. I'll just leave it at that. But um, so hopefully the narrative will change. I know he just met with the governor of Minnesota as well too. Ultimately, like what we want to see is like some peace and calm come to the situation right now. But I urge those that are still on the ground and still willing to support this cause to continue to do it, because it's definitely needed. And what ICE is doing right now, it just needs to stop. And there's no reform that can come from it. It just really has to be abolishing. At this point, you just got to abolish ICE, and if you want to do something around immigration, kind of start over. So, for those that did lose their life to this cause, salute to them. We pray for their families as well too, and those that are continuing to fight, and we wish them safety as well.
Yeah. Amen.
All right, man. Hey, I'm a shout out, man, to my wife, of course, to my kids. Want to shout out to my parents. My dad had a birthday yesterday, the young age
Happy
of
January,
73.
baby.
Thank you, man. Shout him out.
Yeah.
He don't like social media, nothing like that. So
Hey,
I ain't put
Mr.
his picture up.
Hayes. Mr. Hayes, happy birthday, baby. Happy Earth Strong.
Yes, yes, yes. And that's pretty much it, man. Just wanna I want to shout out to a friend of mine, Rachel Glover. She has taken over as a pastor of the church that I used to go to when I was in college. So shout out to her and her family for that. And I think, man, that's it for me for now.
Well, go ahead, B. You got a shout out
You good? You good, bro?
for me? Hey, man. Shout out to my big brother Mark Morrison up there, man. Um, Love and respect. Shout out to my boy Bama. You know what I'm saying? You owe me a call. And shout out to my Dean Patrick Setch, my big sister Rachel, Grant, Doris. Love and respect, man. Love you guys and miss you guys. Stay warm.
Yeah, to my wife and family. Again, just when you hear about tragedy, man, it just makes you that much more appreciative of yours and celebrating and holding on to the loved ones you have and holding them close. So definitely shout out to my amazing wife and my kids and my boys. And again, shout out to all my family, my mom, birthdays, everybody who's celebrating. If you have something to celebrate it. We live in a very trying time. Yeah, it's crazy. I do want to. There's some folks who are connected to us, and again, I don't know how much families have released yet, so I want to tread lightly as it relates to but I'm praying for some families who are experiencing or going through transition with loved ones. So again, just what I mean. We are you're in our thoughts and prayers, and we what I mean. We here for you.
What's going over here?
Yeah, definitely echo that sentiment. Just definitely want to shout out everybody in the fam. Shout out to my dad, to Toy, to Darius, like who's all in the who's chimed in the chat today. Definitely want to shout out to everybody that was listening behind the scenes. I know Tracy Williams is listening as well too. Shout out to you, bro. But everybody's listening behind the scenes. Even though you didn't leave a comment, which we love to see. Make sure y'all get in the comments, share your thoughts and ideas, opinions. But we definitely appreciate you all tuning in as well.
Definitely.
Yeah. Make sure you guys go, hug somebody's neck that you're close to, that you love. Because just never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
And shout out to our Neos at Row Alpha, man. Shout out to Neos.
Yes, sir. And shout out to, man, the Real Deal Sports, man. George Radney, if you know Miss Dolores Radney, she has been a pillar in the community for generations, man. She's such a sweetheart. And her husband George is just, man, he an OG. You know what I mean? And he's wealth of knowledge and writes for, he's written for the Minority Reporter, Challenger out of Buffalo. Again, he just, huge shout out to Mr. and Mr. George Radney and Jalen McGill and Real Deal Sports.
Pass the pink mask.
Check us out.
Pink one on the floor.
Yo, Ike, I know you're gonna say something about a black business, but I'm gonna put my black business out there. Kareem Hayes Photography.
This is it, then. This is it.
Hey,
you got it.
Starting back. Listen, if you've been wondering, like, man, when is he gonna pick that camera back up? I've already picked it back up, technically, but in April I'm gonna start taking some new clients. So if you got a engagement, an event, you need portraits, family portraits.
He caught a candid on my birthday, man. That was fire. I'm gonna post it.
Oh man, thank you, man. Yeah, that was a good time.
Yeah, me and Bama talking just. Yeah, so I appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. You already know. So everybody that's watching, if you need somebody, hit me up. Let me know, and we'll take it from there. Bro, I see what you got, bro. Go ahead, man. You got to put. Hey, that's nice. Yeah, that's nice. Right
I got them all, man. Y'all just gotta hit me up, inbox me. You know what I'm saying? Reach out to one of them brothers if you can't reach me.
Yo, and that's not plastic either. For everybody,
it's not plastic.
Listen, it's not plastic, man. That's real wood right there.
Real wood right here. You know what I'm saying? And I got them all. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Hold up. I can't left out the face. Hold up. Give me a quick thing. Can't left out the face. Hey, I want to hear toy mouth. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't gonna set me up today. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Sigma Gamma Rho, I only got two hands. I got y'all over here too, so
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, okay. All right. I think that's it. You see the black businesses here. We represent it. Go support.
Go support.
Peace.